Alright guys, got another Toyota. This one's a 17 Highlander push. Customer's key. You're doing a XM. Pretty sure this is a 28. I had this one kicking around. I don't think it's a 38. But this should be a good car to use it on. So first we have to tell this what we want it to be. We're going to remote program. Remote cloud recognition, totally hit or miss, but I think it's going to work on this one. Toyota Smart Key has express lock. It's going to do that little sniffer data thing. Lock again. This is new. Tells you to put it in the coil. Clearly reading the chip. Recognition in process. I've already taken the board out of this. I know it's a 2110 board. That's how I would normally test or tell which remote that I want to try. I would go by frequency, and I would go by that 2110. So I think they identified it correctly. So let's pop that in there and hit generate. See what happens. Remote is responding. This one needs a battery in it, unlike the universal flip key that I did the other day. Can't have the battery in that one. This one, you gotta have the battery in it. I'm gonna use this tool to program the key. Again, just because it's convenient. I already got it out. I could totally generate this key with this tool, or with my mini key tool, or with my Keytool Max, and then program up the key to the car with my Autel or whatever tool I choose. So this is good. Writing data. Complete. Now we'll go home. Over to IMO programming. Toyota. Suppose we'll go by model. Highlander. I don't love that. Well, we'll try it. The other option would be to go in by system, but let's see if it's communicating. That's good, I guess. So we'll go add key. Ignition is on. More good news. Touch ignition switch with sign surface of register key. We should hear a beep here. And we do. Click OK. Key to be registered. So this means I click OK. Now, key to be registered. That's the one that I just generated. I think 2 beeps is good. Now, it does say that to keep touching the ignition switch. I think this thing is programmed right now. But I will keep touching the ignition switch. Number of registered keys 3. Keys registered 4. This is good. Matching complete. Please use sync. I've never had to do that. Maybe I will. What I have had to do is adjust button configuration and adjust the frequency. So first things first, turn ignition off. Typically the first couple button presses, well, the first press it didn't do anything. Second press is working fine, right? So we have lock, unlock. One of the adjustments, maybe we'll do panic first. Let's do this. So panic works. One of the adjustments could be this rear door button. First, with the factory key, obviously this car does have the power rear door. We are going to shut it. Then we're going to test it with this one. and it works, so we don't have to change it. Now, again, in special functions, obviously I'm not going to do it, but let's just see if we can find it. It's been a little while since I've had to do it, but in special function, actually, let me shut that. There is VVDI remote function, Toyota smart key setting, and then we would put it in here. We would hit read. Of course, it's reading the key, and it's funny that it says unrecognized, but this is where we would change it. I'm guessing if this car had, if it's like a regular Corolla or Camry that had a trunk, we would have to change it to trunk. I have no idea, this stuff I don't know. SUV, that's what I think I've had to set it on RAV4s, but anyways, we don't have to do any of this because that remote worked fine. And that's it. All we got to do, cut the emergency key, and this car's done.